Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Green, and today I will be giving a speech over ranch management, essentially how to become a rancher and what you need to know to become one. So my goal for this speech is to inform my classmates about what ranch management involves, including the responsibilities, the required education, and skills needed to successfully operate and maintain a ranch. So imagine waking up before the sun rises, you're looking over your porch, you see all this land, all these cattle and livestock, and knowing that the health of your livestock, the success of your business, and the future of your land depend on what you do every day. That's essentially what it means to be a ranch manager. And so every time you eat steak or any other cut of beef, there's a 90% chance that it came from a cow a rancher bred, raised, and cared for just to get that cut of meat onto your table. And so not only do I work on a ranch, but I've also researched this topic a lot in hopes of one day owning my own ranch. So ranch management is a dynamic and very diverse career that combines agriculture, business, and environmental science to oversee the day-to-day operations of livestock and land. So my first main point over this is the responsibilities of a ranch manager. Understanding and knowing these responsibilities help you appreciate where your food comes from and the knowledge and maturity needed to manage livestock safely and efficiently. So daily livestock care includes feeding, monitoring animal health, and managing breeding programs. These are all extremely important because if you don't feed your cows right or you don't monitor their health, they can grow old or they can grow sick, they can bloat, they can do all other things that are not good for the meat at all. And you want to manage the breeding programs because you can't just have one cow and then not get anything out of it. You got to keep on breeding them in order to have more and more cows. So for the business management side of it, ranch managers plan their budgets. They got to track expenses because there's a lot of them. They got to purchase lots of supplies, and they have to watch the livestock market efficiently and very often because it's changing every day, every week. And so the labor and equipment oversight. They have to supervise their workers. They have to maintain the machinery, often every day or every other day, and they have to ensure safe working conditions so that nobody gets hurt, they don't get sued or anything like that. So now that we understand what ranch managers do every day, let's take a look at the education and training needed to enter this career. Whether you're just considering the career or just curious about agriculture, understanding the training about it shows the complexity and professionalism of modern ranching. Many ranch managers earn a bachelor's degree in agriculture, animal science, or ranch management, just because those are three things that obviously are very important to owning and managing a ranch. Working on a ranch, completing internships, or growing up in agriculture provides skills that employers value. And so those are very helpful if you're trying to get into ranching. And modern ranching uses software for budgeting, tracking livestock data, and monitoring pasture health. And so that new software that they use, it just makes everything much more efficient and gives them more time to do other things that they would need to do. And it just makes their lives a whole lot easier. And so with the basics of training covered, it's important to see how much ranch management is evolving. So now we'll go into the sustainable practices in ranch management. Sustainability affects everyone because it influences food supply, water quality, and environmental protection, which can influence everything, the quality of the meat, quality of the land, quality of the water, all that. So rotational grazing systems, they reduce overgrazing and keep pastures healthy for future use. So basically, they don't let cows overgraze on one area of land, essentially killing the grass and damaging it to where it won't grow back again. They use techniques like erosion control, water recycling, and nutrient management. And they work to protect wildlife habitats and maintain healthy ecosystems alongside livestock production. So basically, that just keeps everything healthy, keeps the land really, really nice, really good for the livestock. So ranch management is a truly dynamic and diverse career that brings together agriculture, business, and environmental science to oversee both livestock and land. We went over the key responsibilities of a ranch manager does every day, the education and training required, and the importance of sustainable practices in modern ranching. So the next time you sit down for a meal or drive past open farmland, remember that behind those wide spaces of land is a rancher whose decisions shape the food we rely on and the land we hope to protect for the next generations.